This is Alex, the Beer Master. Welcome to my channel. Today we got the legendary BJ as our guest, and also today it's our new series called Tasty Tuesdays with Alex and BJ.
Unofficially, this is the third episode. We just haven't thought of a title. And thank you, by the way, Alex's Aunt Patty, for coming up with that title. I thought of a better one after that, but we're sticking with Tasty Tuesdays.
We can play around with your stuff too. I want to see what you have to say, but we'll talk about that when we're done the beer. Okay. So what are we going to be reviewing today? Gravity Road, aged in bourbon barrels from Forgotten Boardwalk. It is a barrel. Okay, it is an Imperial Stout. And I forgot to put that on the freaking thing.
That's all right. You don't have to. We got 10.3% right there.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead. Oh, this is going to hurt my eyes. But I'm going to go ahead and read the back of the can.
Please do.
It says, and I love this design. I have that shirt. Absolutely love it.
That's an awesome shirt. You always wear that. You're legendary with that.
So it says, pretty true story. All stories are pretty true and based on history with some creative liberty. A gravity railroad is a railroad on a slope. This is so hard to see. On a slope that allows cars carrying minerals or passengers to coast down the slope there's a glare by the force of gravity alone. The first roller coaster was not a roller coaster at all, but rather a mine cart on tracks. Miners soon discovered that they could ride the carts for amusement. I need glasses. Due to its dangers, the grim operator, that's that guy, I guess, collected nickels from passengers, loaded them into a mine cart, and hoped for the best. And there he is again. What's his name? He's the grim operator. Get in the cart.
that is pretty badass. And there is a beer. I have another beer that's a Christmas one, but we'll talk about that one some other time. And that's also might be a true story as well, I think. So yeah. All right. I guess it's time to pour it up, my friend. Don't you think, Mr. BJ? Hell yeah. I cannot wait. Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell
Let's get to it.
Shall we, Mr. BJ?
Shall we?
God, I hate when it explodes, though.
Oh, man. The aroma is just jumping out of the glass.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'm so sad at this. I'm happy we have a couple, but still. All right. Oh, you just appeared. I gotta wash my arm real quick, BJ, because
you love this stuff so much you have to bathe in it every time you get it.
I know, it's every time, man. It's every time. I'll be back in a second.
So I'll get a light behind her while you're gone. As you can see, jet black, just inky black. Oh man. The bourbon aroma, without even getting my nose anywhere close to it, the bourbon aroma is jumping out of the glass. Is he taking a bath? What's going on? Waiting for the tub to fill? There he is.
Yeah. Man. This is looking delicious, Mr. BJ.
Yes. Thick and dark and oh my God, it pours like motor oil. I love it already.
I mean, again, this brewery, even if it's a different situation, if it comes back, I think it's one of the best. I think it was one of the best breweries ever, at least in New Jersey, at least in my opinion. Yeah. Let's get into a smell, shall we, Mr. BJ?
Oh man, I don't even need to pick it up, but I will. Just bourbon. That's all I'm getting.
It's bourbon sweetness. It's I don't know if there's any chocolate in this. I think there is, but
yeah, there's a certain little roastiness in there. The sweetness, yeah, the sweetness is definitely there. Come to think of it.
Yeah, there's some bourbon, there's sweetness, there's awesomeness. Again, a 10% beer is one of my favorites. Even higher beers are even my favorite. The stronger beer, the better. Not to get drunk off of it, but I'm just saying I love it. What do you guys say about that, Mr. BJ? I'm sorry, it's our show too. It's not just my show.
Yeah, he likes the 10 and above.
Yep, and I mean, what you said yesterday, BJ. You're correct. You've seen me drink 2 or 3 of these things at the brewery itself.
Yeah, most of it ended up on your sleeve and on your shirt, though.
Well, when I was too buzzed, when I was drunk.
I'll tell you what, though. Like, I had a couple the last night, and just my hand was just super sticky after drinking one.
Yeah,
I'm glad like it's not filled to the brim in a tulip or a short stemmed glass. Like, what do you call it, a snifter? I forget. But
I believe these are snifters, but I will tell you this is the wrong beer. Actually, I forgot. This is not that beer. I will tell you this straight up. This is not that beer.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah.
That was cask. That was cask, but that was another barrel-aged one as well. But it is okay.
It doesn't matter the barrel-aged beer. You just like to wear it.
Yes, and it's equally as tasty as this beer, though. I will tell you that.
Well, let's get into we got into the aroma. Let's get into the
taste, shall we? Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I'm so glad that I had it out of the fridge and then I put it in the fridge an hour before now. Because if this was too cold, I wouldn't experience all the flavors that I'm getting out of this. What do you taste in there? Oh, he's gonna go again.
Very sweet, but it's not like sweet. It's just the sweetness that I love.
It's a subtle sweetness. It's not outright. It's not dessert sweet.
No, but you could smell. You could basically, like I said, you could taste it from the sweetness. You can smell the sweetness. You could smell the barrel age, the bourbon. I can even taste the bourbon, and then as I'm drinking it,
coming through heavy. More so than in I almost say Gravity Road. More so than in Call Me Chris.
Yeah, Call Me Chris was warm in the throat, in the palate. This one is very warm. It's very warm right here, and not in the chest yet. Maybe a little bit, but there's a warmness right on my throat, in my throat. But that's the alcohol. I don't know. Maybe you don't feel that, but I do.
I mean, I'm just talking about taste.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not talking about body sensations or anything.
Okay.
It gives me tingles and jingles.
Yeah, that's really good. Great. You taste that bourbon, taste that sweetness. It's just very creamy, in my opinion. Very, at least soft, power.
Pillowy, not creamy.
Soft, pillowy. It's just a perfect blend in a stout.
Yeah, again, it's very soft on the palate.
Yes.
Not creamy. It doesn't have that like thickness to it.
No, I thought it was gonna be thick, but it's not. It looks thick from a distance. What's that?
It pours thick.
Yes. But the pillowyiness is what I feel. At first I felt like it's creamy, but then I realized, wait a minute, it's just that soft touch of a pillowness.
It's beer. Pillowy but pretty thin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like but it's not as heavy on the mouthfeel. It's like a medium, I don't know, light to medium. It's not as good. It's not as light, but it does have a lightness feeling. But you also have that little bit of a thickness as well.
Yeah,
at least
comes in heavy and then like thins out.
Yes. I'm applause to legendary Chris.
Good job, Chris.
You did a great job, and I'm looking forward to drinking more of your beers. Sometime in the future. Although I'm going to. Yes, Mr. BJ.
I mean, we'll be able to get his cans, but he's not the head honcho there. He's not the main guy, so.
Well, he won't be the main guy for a long time if he even comes the main guy again in that area.
I mean, it could be that all he did was dump the grain in.
Yeah, who the hell knows? Yeah, exactly.
He's not doing everything like he was here.
No, it's different now. Yeah, I'm very pleased. The beer is good. I'm sorry I repeat myself. It's very delicious. It's just tasty. It's just heaven. It's just heaven. It's just heaven. As BJ has said, I accidentally bathe in it. So
not super roasty.
No, not at all.
I think a little more roastiness would mask a little bit of it, but a little bit of that booziness.
Mm-hmm. You're correct. It would.
Yeah, if it was a little richer, I think it would be just absolutely perfect. But I mean, it's still got that richness there. It just
oh yeah. Just
the main flavors are bourbon and then just sweetness, and then you get like the richness, the roastiness.
Right, because that's why it's called bourbon. Bourbon.
The shredder says Mick T would make fish and chips better out of that.
Yeah.
You would too.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately,
I only have 3 cans left, and Alex has like 5. So, and the brewery doesn't exist anymore, and I'm not parting with any. Or I'm parting with 1, but no one needs to talk about that.
Parting with 1, but we don't need to tell.
I'm sending one to someone.
Okay, well, I want to know that. I'll talk to you off air. I don't need anybody to know your business. Like you're right. I gotta stop talking about businesses when it comes to your personal life. Just know that off air, and that's it. My brain's an idiot when I'm drunk. But
that wasn't even
just saying. Just saying. I'm an idiot. I say stupid things. But yeah. Let's get back on track myself. I wish there was some chocolate.
Yeah, like some other kind of, maybe not so much sweetness, but just another flavor to come in and kind of.
Like, I love my sweetness, as you all know. But I would love to have, like what just BJ said, I would like to have another flavor.
Maybe like a hint of coffee or a hint of like roasty chocolate.
Yes. And obviously, if it was coffee, we would have. Well, sometimes you don't taste the coffee, but
maybe even a little Madagascar vanilla. But they've actually like done variants of this Firkins, and they've done that before. I just wasn't able to make it there and try it.
Unfortunately, I missed out too.
I think that was in January when I was still on the wagon, or is it off the wagon? I don't know. I never know.
You would be on the wagon when you're back to drinking with my beer and friends. I think with me and your friends.
So, okay, so that's when I was off the wagon.
Yeah, meaning I don't know. I don't know how the saying goes. I can't remember. I don't remember. I think off the wagon.
I'll have to find that Seinfeld episode and see if they ever.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a slight bitterness too after I'm talking for a few minutes. I can.
Yeah. It's a little bit of bitterness peeks through it. After all said and done, definitely, yeah.
If I was ending the night, I'd probably end the night with this, maybe.
Well, I'm ending my night with this. I'm not having any more beer. I'll probably just sleep in like another hour.
I didn't ask you to. No. I'm saying obviously that's your nightcap there, but I'm just saying in reality.
No, I know. Go on.
I think this would be a good beer for a nightcap. Although I have a lot of nightcaps on beers. I drink them whenever. So I mean,
Yeah, I'll have 5 or 6 of them.
yeah, about the 6 packs, the 7 packs, 8 packs. I mean, and guys, I will tell you this: if you're in the vicinity, BJ will tell you if I'm right or wrong. There may be some still forgotten Boardwalk beers at his place. If you want some, I'm talking about his work. If you want some,
Yeah, we do have a little bit left.
so if you're in
Some
the
good
mood,
ones too.
yeah. So if you're in the mood for some forgotten Boardwalk, grab it up. I mean, grab it up where you can because if it comes back, it will not be coming back as forgotten Boardwalk. That is what I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, Forgotten Boardwalk is done.
Yeah, that's history, but it's a good memory of a great brewery, even though it might come back as another name. But yeah,
That's
I
nothing
miss
to
it.
do with Forgotten Boardwalk itself.
Exactly.
Forgotten Boardwalk is done.
It's going to be totally way different. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. That's why I drink these things. I'm going to give a rating because I'm going to let you give a rating. Then
No. You're forgetting a step before ratings.
Stuff.
Plugs.
Oh yeah.
So how many people are watching?
How many people are watching? 4,000, Chief.
4,000. Okay, all 4,000 of you. I'm sure you already know this, but Alex just recently got monetized, and the way it works is he doesn't make money unless you people donate. So if you want to help him out, if you want to help him get another 4-pack, go ahead and throw him a couple bucks. I don't think there's any minimum, and I don't think there's any maximum. So you guys do what you got to do. Put a smile on this guy's face. And speaking of putting smiles on faces, if you guys are enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm, and it puts smiles on our faces. And if you don't know already, I'm BJ Drinks Beer on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You already know who this guy is because you're on his channel. So stick around. We're going to do ratings and probably close it down in another 10 minutes and open it up in private. So so I'll go first with the rating, I guess.
Please do, Mr. BJ.
I wish I could remember what I gave Call Me Chris because that's like my standard. You know? That's the best I've ever had.
Shut up.
Four and a half out of 5, which would be a 90. Cheers, Angie.
Cheers, Angie. I will be hanging out off air for a little bit.
Sit tight, a couple more minutes.
Yep, in a couple minutes.
4 out of 5 or a 90. Or sorry, 4.5 out of 5 or a 90.
I appreciate it. This way I can understand what you're saying because I
translate it to your number.
Thank you. I want you to still do your numbers, the way you do it too, but I have to understand it for me too.
It's just simple math. I just,
Exactly. That's just me. I'm not good at math, so
that's why I do it. That's
exactly.
why I translate to you to look to the language you can understand.
Hell yeah. And most YouTubers normally use most. Yeah, so good. I'm gonna shut up, BJ.
I was done.
Okay, so well, as usual, it always hits the nail. I've been drinking these freaking beers from on the tap for the past couple of weeks, so I'm gonna say that 100. Although this is not the same beer, I keep forgetting that. Doesn't matter. It's 100 on both ends.
Okay, but
yes,
what was better, this or Call Me Chris? They can't all be hundreds. Well, I mean, for you, maybe they can. But
if I could, all right. If I could find another bottle.
No, because you gave that a perfect score too.
I know, but I would have to get it again to I could say it now, what I think now, but I would have to, do something with you or possibly do something with myself. I say that now too, so I don't drive you nuts. But you know
I
what I mean.
lost track of what you're talking about.
No, what I'm trying to say is I might want to do a side by side if I can find another bottle. Okay, because I want to figure it out
Yeah,
in my
but
brain. If
but
you
but
get
but
what I'm
but
saying.
but
Go ahead, Mr. BJ.
if you do find another bottle, it'll be in November because I'm sure you're not going to find a bottle now. It'll be like November, December.
Okay.
It'll be a fresh one and a year old Gravity Road. You know what I mean? It's like not a fair comparison. It's a year aged versus a fresh one.
So you're saying I should find a year old one, which will not be until November or December.
Sure. That's yes.
Well, actually, no. You know what? I would find a fresh one of that one. I would not find a fresh one of this. No, you're right. That would be interesting. You're right, Mr. BJ. You're correct. You just got me thinking on that.
We've already reviewed both. There's no need. Let's not think. Let's continue.
Okay, let's continue the show. But yeah, I'm giving it 100. Yeah, you know what? You don't need to review, but I don't know which one's better. That's my point, Legendary BJ. You get.
We can keep it a mystery. It's fine.
I'm going to say they're both good. They're both delicious.
You're diplomatic, Alex.
It is difficult. I am diplomatic because I can't remember. I just know I loved it.
Then you have a good excuse. So you always have a good excuse.
I am a diplomatic person. You are correct. I wouldn't be me if I did not have that diplomatic feeling.
You should be a politician. But then you'd have to, like, kiss babies. And I know you hate babies.
Well, you got to be a goofball, too, to be a politician, too. And I'm sometimes that in a good way.
There you go.
You know. But no, on good fun. Yeah, I'm going to probably drink the rest of this with the Legendary BJ and all the peeps.
I'm going to finish this off air because I still have half left and there's no way.
Yeah, I'm not finishing it off. I'm finishing off air because I didn't pour a whole. I have a little bit left in the can now because I just poured some.
What before we go away, what's your best memory of Forgotten Boardwalk itself? Like the actual thank you, East Coast.
Yeah, I was about to say because I was being rude because I was talking. Thank you, East Coast, for the $10. Appreciate you.
My man.
You're a saint no matter what. All my friends are saints, regardless if they're give me money or not, because that's not. I mean, I do that for that, but not fully because I want to be me, not a jerk. That's how I see it.
All right.
You get on spraying. Let's get back to the finest memories. But thank you, Legendary East Coast, Legendary Tanner. All right, my finest memory. Let's play Columbo in my brain here. Since it is a memory lane kind of stream too, because it is the beer.
I know what my favorite memory with involving you was there.
My favorite memory was hang out with Legendary Jamie, which was just the other day. Even though I've hanged out with her a couple of times, but I didn't fully hang out with her until that day. The Legendary Jamie. That was my a couple of days ago. My other finest memory, which kind of blew you away. I don't know. And it just recently happened. Should I say this? I guess it's nothing bad. I don't think they've subscribed to me, and even if they did, it is what it is. I don't know.
Just
okay.
Do or don't. Shit or get off the pot.
My other favorites. My favorite. Oh, my. No. Well, all right. My other perfect memory that I just did just the other day was, and I did this a couple times other than the burger. Well, it is the burger. Is that my favorite is that I had my first the first quad burger. That was one of my favorite memories. And my other favorite memory is when I first had the
So
set
all of your favorite memories about that place involve food and not
food and be
beer.
with my peeps. Yes,
Okay.
and be with,
So
and be with my peeps.
I have two. The first one, the one that involves Alex, and these are in no particular order, but I knew that they were having like a shark themed party, and Alex loves the whole shark thing, so I didn't tell him where we were going, and I told him just we'll wear Hawaiian shirts. That's like that's what everybody's gonna be wearing, and we're gonna go to this party, So we get there, and Alex has been there about 5 minutes. He's looking around, and he just says, BJ, where are we? I was like, look around, man. Just look around. Look at the merch. The merch is right there.
And then
Look at the merch. Look at it. And he started to look around. He saw all the little sharks on all the tables, and like he was so happy the rest of the day. It was so much fun. We had a blast that day. And the second one doesn't involve you. I'm sorry. It was when I went there to make a video, which I wasn't able to fully make. The audio came out bad for a lot of it, but I was able to. What's that?
I think I watched the audio. I think I watched the video, but some of it was.
You saw the raw footage, like without the like microphone, like just camera audio. But
Go ahead.
I managed to get out of it, and these are available on my YouTube or on all my social media for that matter. An interview with Jamie, which I reposted last week, the day that they closed, and like I said in the post, it hits hard. It wasn't that long ago, but it hits harder now. And also an interview with Chris, the head brewer, just an amazing guy. And it's funny, I randomly met him at a night out at a bar that like some girl randomly invited me out, so I was like, oh sure, I'll go out, and she ended up disappearing, and I ended up hanging out with the head brewer for the rest of the night, and it was I knew from that point on he was a good dude, and everything I had from him lately had been amazing, and it only got better. I don't think he was even the head brewer at that point when we met, but he became the head brewer, and that last run with him as the head guy in charge with the Steve Moore cans. Steve Moore, who does art for Lorax, Nightmare Before Christmas, Minions. They nailed him for 9 cans, and those cans are amazing. This is not one of them. But like that era, that last like year and a half was just amazing. I mean, I haven't been. I mean, they've been around for 10 years, and I actually lived right down the street for the first 3 years they were open. Had no idea they were open.
Oh, that's even better for you, Mr. BJ.
Yeah, it would have been, but I didn't know they were there.
Right, exactly.
I could have walked there.
Exactly.
Glad it didn't work out that way because things would probably be different right now. But yeah. So those are my 2 memories of that place. I have more than 2.
Please tell them. Please be, if you don't, unless you don't.
No. I just wanted to drop those couple of my favorite memories for Forgotten Boardwalk, and just the amazing people. And every time I was there, it has nothing to do with like me being who I am and being very supportive on social media of them. It was more about just like it doesn't matter. It didn't matter who you are in that place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they remembered you. One second. Like, if you weren't like a craft beer drinker and you were there before, they'd remember what you drank, and like, they'd set you up. Like, and if you didn't know, you could always spin the wheel.
I honestly, the beer thing was one of the most famous things, and I my other favorite memory just recently as well. Jamie, I asked Jamie, what are you gonna do with the wheel or whatever? It's funny because I like the wheel, and I thought it was painted on or something. So that same day, which was a couple of days ago, Jamie goes behind the bar. She sees something else. That's why she's my friend, and she's your friend as well, BJ, because she's something else. You know this. well, you may not know what she did, but she lifted up the pad of the wheel. Okay. Oh, so it's easy. So you don't need to worry about taking the wheel away, taking the wheel off. You just take that stuff off the wheel. I didn't know that until she surprised me of that. She said, "Sure, I'll show you." She went behind the guy. Oh my God. She's a trooper. Let me make this clear. A lot of breweries have been troopers, but that is one of my favorite breweries.
She is the first woman to own a brewery in New Jersey.
Yes, and so she was a trooper. I mean, she was a trooper. Very outgoing. Yes, I didn't get a chance to hang out with her all the time, but that day I finally got a chance to talk to her and hang out with her, and it's something else. Because she's very talkative. And
I think it's just you're very talkative, and she just kind of adapted to that.
I mean, you are, well, first of all, if you're not a people person, you wouldn't have a brewery. If you weren't a people person, you wouldn't be in a brewery. You would not be. No,
but what I mean, like, for example, like, you've spoken to her way more than I have, and like,
I did, because her personality just, I base her on the personality too.
What I was going to say was, like, every time I meet her, it's, oh, hey, what's up? Like, and that's it. The one time I was like, hey, you mind if I interview you? And then I interviewed her, but it's always been like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. Like, you actually, like, interrogate her every time you see her.
Well, she is a saint. And you know what? And she's a saint. Put up with my ass. I will tell you that. I will admit that. 1,000%. A lot of these breweries are saints to put up with my ass, because a lot of them don't know me that well. I mean, Jamie kind of knows me in a sense.
Yeah, but a lot of them know what you do. And hey, what did Chris say?
Chris said he was very proud of what we did for these breweries. Yes, he did say that. I did hear that. But it was just excitement of all the craziness. These breweries, when they say that, and I'm in my moment, it's so hard to wrap around it. Go ahead.
We're running a little long, man. Let's wrap it up.
I'm sorry, because all right, I'm gonna shut up.
No, I mean, we got into memories. I started watering up a little bit. It's nothing. Yeah, but let's wrap it up.
Yes. I'm sorry, and it's not just the alcohol talk making me talk. It's just me reminiscing. Did I get that name right? I hope I did. What's that?
Close enough.
Close enough. I'm going to give you a noogie, BJ. I swear. You're getting nuggies.
Well, I'd correct you hardcore, but I'm like, no, you're fine.
I love you, BJ.
People understand.
They'll understand me as long as they know me for many years, and they have. I have a brain fart situation. You know how it goes. Yes. BJ, do you have anything else to say before we sign off?
I've said enough.
All right, I said enough too. So thank you, Legendary Angie. Before we sign off and before I do my famous signing out, we are going to do, I'm going to send out the link and I'm going to sign out, and then you can jump on in, or I can send it somewhere else if you don't grab it. Either way, stay tuned for tomorrow. Tomorrow, obviously, I'll be on Wildcard Wednesday. I'll be on Beer Man Show. That will be around 6 o'clock.
Hold on 1 second. And every Tuesday around 7, go ahead and tune into Alex's channel for Tasty Tuesdays with Alex, BJ, and whoever else gets the beer.
Yes. A lot of these beers, let me get into that again for a minute. I'll invite him in since we're ending it. A lot of these beers are New Jersey, but if you can get something similar or something exactly, if you're in New Jersey, please do. If not, we'll see what happens.
No. It's the beer.
The beer.
It doesn't have to do with New Jersey, because it's not always going to be New Jersey beers.
Okay, yeah, because you know how I'm going to do things now. Yeah,
so if it's something like Lagunitas or Sierra Nevada, we'll say, hey, Billy, go pick this up. Or, hey, Chatio, go see if you can find this. But in the future, we'll announce ahead of time what beer we're going to be doing. And if anyone can get that beer, they can join us on air.
True that. So, yeah. So, thank you, guys. Thanks for joining Legendary Shredder. We're going to hang out with Bear in a minute. So, thank you, Legendary BJ. Thank you, Shredder, for joining. And this is Alex Beermaster. And thank you, chat. This is Alex Beermaster. We will see you all in the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex Beermaster signing out. Cheers, everybody. Hold on. Let me see here. Cheers, everybody.
Go on, but never forget.